Tiny little cuts. This is what just happened like an hour ago. I was walking by my door downstairs in the penthouse. Boom. Before I know it, but here's what happened. I started working, and then probably about 20, 30 minutes later, I just touched it and I realized, wow, the whole thing had just got cut. But why am I sharing this in a business video? Okay, this channel is about business because I want to share with you the lessons I've learned so that you can get ahead. It reminded me of how many times in our business do we have tiny little cuts? Okay, there's this concept I learned a long time ago, death by a thousand cuts. The reason why your business, your offers, your services, your systems, your products aren't selling and you're not making the kind of money that you want, it's not because you don't have the right funnel. It's not because you don't have the right customers. It's not because you don't know what to say or how to say it. Maybe those things play a part, but it's really because there's so many small cuts. And what does that mean? Death by a thousand cuts. It means that in your business, if you look at it, it's not just one or two things that's not working. It's usually small micro things. Maybe the copy on your landing page is not congruent to the customer that you're attracting. Maybe the VSL or the video that you're making to attract your ideal customers, your webinars, your challenges, your summits, those aren't converting. Maybe the offer page doesn't have enough social proof. Maybe your brand hasn't been around for a long time. And so naturally, when people look at your stuff, they don't trust you. So all of these can be put into this category of death by a thousand cuts. And to grow a business to 6, 7, 8 figures, multiple 8 figures, you want to create financial freedom. This is what you have to get good at. Where are the small leaky buckets in your business that you can get rid of so that in 3 months, in 6 months, in 12 months' time, you've literally got a leaking bucket and it's got like 50 different holes in there and it's leaking 50 different sizes of the holes and all 50 holes are now blocked. How do you think your business is going to grow? How do you think your income is going to grow? This is just a, I'm going to go wash this off, but this is just a little reminder, even to myself as well. Where are the leaky buckets? Where are the little cuts in my business? Okay, how do I remove these small cuts? Because if I'm fixing my copy, if I'm fixing my landing pages, if I'm fixing the messaging, who I'm attracting, what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, the follow up machine, the email follow ups, the ads that I'm writing, the salespeople that I have, the setters that I have, the tech automation that I have. If I can just fill out each one of these things, is it going to increase my profits? Absolutely. Is it going to increase my business? Absolutely. So my question to you is, where are the tiny little cuts in your business, the leaky holes that you need to fill out, that you need to fill in? I'll give you an example. Recently, I started working with a client, and they have a price point of 7,200 ish pounds, so just under 7,500 US dollars, give or take. And they basically sell stem cell treatment for dogs. Okay, and for the last 2 years, they have stuck with this one price point. Okay, just one single price point, and now they make good money every single month. But the business is not hugely profitable, not yet. That's one of the reasons why they brought me on as a CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. That's what I do with select companies. And so I come in and I'm looking at everything and I'm like, okay, who are we targeting? Why are we targeting them? Let's look at the ads. Let's look at the funnel. Let's look at the website. Let's look at the offers. Can we add new offers? Can we increase the pricing? Can we add in bonuses? Can we add in extra services like we're going to come to your house and pick up your dog and fix your dog and give it back to you? Can we increase or decrease the team members so that everyone can be much more proficient and productive so that we can also increase profits? And probably within the last 20, 30 days, well, the last 2 months really, that I've been working with this business, I can see it's on a trajectory to having their best months ever. Why? One of the first things I did was I increased the pricing by nearly £1,000. Okay, from so 7 grand to nearly £8,000 for a single dog treatment. Second thing is, instead of having a website that's like probably 10, 12 years old, we're upgrading it into a modern, fresh looking website with an integrated funnel that's going to educate the prospect, it's going to attract the ideal customers, it's going to educate them, it's going to convert them into higher ticket booked calls. This has been done just in the last, say, 2 months. Now, these changes are going to have an effect now, in the next 3 months, next 6 months, in 12 months, in the next 3 years, and more. Why? Because the more money that the business has right now, it can hire more people, it can produce more value for the end customer. Does that make sense? And so ask yourself, hey, where is in my business, am I too close? I found out that this company, they've been running the same ads for around 2 to 2.5 years, and they haven't changed it. They haven't changed it because they felt like, oh, we found a winning ad. Now, there's no split testing. They haven't leveraged AI. They haven't been doing anything to beat their controls. So I've come in, and I think they were getting maybe 50, 60 pounds leads per lead, okay, per opt-in. And because it's a high value service, it's very niche as well for dogs, basically, dogs with arthritis. And so then what I've done is I've told the media buyer, hey, we need to incorporate weekly testing so you can beat what's already working. So let's just say they're getting £60 per lead. Now, every week, we need to create new ads to beat that. And I've seen the ad costs go down and down and down to like maybe £40 to £30. And last time I heard, it was like £18. So that's like a third of the costs that have already come down because I've said one thing, which is implement new ad creatives every single week. Does that make sense? Okay, can you see the power of this? So in your business, just figure out, hey, what can I fix on my landing page? Okay, so for example, in one of my businesses, funnels.com, guess what I'm doing? I'm changing, instead of appealing to everyone, my new headline is going to say, are you stuck at making around 10K a month? Here's how to unlock to 6 figures a month. Because I want to be working with people that are making at least 10 grand a month. That way I can help them have the fastest growth possible, because those are the systems that I've deployed in my own business to grow now over 12 different $1 million businesses, 3 of them past 8 figures. So when it comes to scaling past 6, 7, 8 figures, that's my core expertise. So I want to focus on that type of person. So let's just say I'll change my ad copy. On the VSL, I just shot a new VSL. This is what it looks like, by the way. You can go and check out all of this stuff. It's all public, so you can see how this stuff works. And that's already attracting a higher quality prospect to come and work with us. Third, what I've started adding in is multiple case studies and social proof of some of my best clients that have gone out to make their first 6 figures, clients that are making multiple 6 figures, clients that are making 7 and 8 figures, and I've compiled them into beautiful case studies where you can go watch them, you can read them, and it's all listed on this page, right? And so what else am I doing? I figured out, hey, lots of my emails were going into spam. So I just hired a spam expert, actually just this morning, and I'm bringing him on to work with my team to get all of our emails out of the spam box. So remember this key thing, which is find out the tiny hinges that swing the big doors. Okay, one little tiny hinge, if you increase your price today, in 6 months, in 12 months' time, the profits are going to go way higher. If you can reduce your ad cost per lead, you can now spend more money and get way more leads and make way more profits. If you found a winning campaign, ask yourself, how can I double down on it? So, for example, I figured out that on average, last year we were making over 50 grand a month profit just from Instagram, just from my Instagram. By the way, if you haven't watched the Instagram guide, I've just put it up there. I go through it in detail, exactly what I'm doing this year to make multiple 7 figures off just my Instagram profile. So check that out. The video should be linked up there or down below in the description. Now that I know Instagram worked for last year, this year I'm doubling down. We're publishing more reels, more stories, more content. I'm showing behind the scenes. I'm publishing more YouTube videos like this. Why? Because last year I saw it worked. So I need to double down. Instead of saying, oh yeah, let me just now try to figure out TikTok and get distracted with another platform, double down on what's working right now in your business. So if you want more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. And I also worked out, as of now, 68.2% of you are not subscribed to this channel. Why? please do me a solid, subscribe right now so I can share these videos with more people. It's going to cost you absolutely no money. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment. And here's what I'm going to do. You do this solid for me. Take a picture and DM it to me right now on Instagram. As soon as you do it, DM it to me, and I'm going to give you a copy of my best-selling book, Backpack Millionaire. How I was able to go from zero to becoming a millionaire by the age of 23, okay, in 3 years from scratch, and how I was able to build multiple 7-figure and even 8-figure businesses before I turned 30 years old. The entire blueprint is listed so you can read it in your spare time. This is easily a $25 value. I want to just give this book to you for free. Go ahead, subscribe right now, leave a like and leave a comment, and then take a picture and send me a DM on Instagram with the letters YT. Okay, YT stands for YouTube. If you send me these two letters, YT, I'm gonna hook you up with a copy of my best-selling book, Backpack Millionaire. I'll see you in the next video.